What is good? What is good? Hold on, wait. I still got some time. I'm gonna play my intro. What's good, peeps? What is good? What's good? Salute to everybody that came through, everybody that's going to come through. This is Asher's Corner. I really only want to talk about Errol, Spence, and Bud today, but we're going to fit in Regis Prograis, a little bit of Regis, Tim, and Teofimo Lopez, okay? Salute to everybody that came in the building, man. Hope everybody's been having a good week. A real good week, man. The kids is out of school. And we all got to be 100% full-time parents. Unless you're sending your kid off to school somewhere. But salute to everybody that came through again. Except for Styles, why don't I ever see this man on my computer? Oh, okay, there he is. Salute to everybody that came through. Salute to Skywalker, that corner boss up in here, corner leader. Salute to Errol, the Truth Spence Jr. fan page. What's good with you, sir? You'll be tuned in. Okay, strap season man down. Big fish. Dun 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 dun. You know what I'm saying? Salute to Just Do Boxing. The Cuzzo is up in the building. What's good? Yeah, I'm gonna try to get it in. I'm gonna try to speak my mind and nothing but my mind today, like always. But we're gonna talk. We're gonna break down this Errol Spence Terence Crawford fiasco that happened in the presser, the second presser for the most part, as well as the fight for the most part. I want to talk about the most part the fight. Salute to Big Mike Biggs Boxing. What's good with you? What's happening? Salute to King of Kings Boxing. What's good? What's good? Black Deliverance. What's good? Say what's up, Ashley. What's up with you? Salute to you, Tay Tay. What's good, Queen? The real queen of MMA combat and entertainment. TWT is in the house. What's popping, yo? Salute to you, Flawless Mentality. What's good with you, King? Steven Styles, what's good with you? Salute, Queen. From us at the barbershop. Light them up, bruh. What is good with you? I got this today. I like it. It's clean. I like it. I got it today. We're going to rock with this today. Skywalk up in this bitch heavy. What's good with you? Salute to you, Johnny Q. Johnny Q, always supporting. Appreciate you coming through once again. Always, like always. Salute to your underground asylum. Just became a corner boss in the building. Definitely appreciate your support, underground asylum. You've been there. It seemed like from the start, yo. You've been down with Ashley's Corner since 2017. Definitely appreciate your support, my man. Definitely appreciate everybody that support the channel, especially in those ways of joining it, man. That's just beautiful. That's real love. Hell yeah, hyped up for July 15th. I'll be in Vegas for the. Okay, you gonna watch that? No Nita and Frank Martin, but they on the same card. What's good with you, Shogun 76? What's good with you? Salute to you. Salute to you. What's good with you, Tiz Frank? What's happening? What's happening? You watching Tim Tszyu and oh hell yeah, I'm watching that. I got to, man. I got to. I have to say, Tim is surprising me. I have to give him his props. Salute to you, AB. TWT is in the house again. Salute to you, AB. What's good with you? Hope everything is going good with you. July 29th, it's Clash of the Titans. Which Titans are those? I know you're talking about MMA. Absolutely right. Absolutely. Salute to you, Macadon One. You've been around for a minute too. Appreciate you coming through, coming once again, stopping through once again. Salute to you, Jared. What's happening with you? It's been a little minute, Jared. I mean, well, I don't go around everybody's channel, so maybe you've been around. Salute to you, GD. What's good with you? What's popping, GD? Salute to you, Shade Girl 85. What's good with your queen? What's good with your queen? Front row seats already. Okay, Skywalker, do your thing. Do your thing and tell them to watch out when you do it. Watch out. Watch out a little bit. I'm gonna give you something, GD. GD, you've been around for a minute. Been around for a minute. Appreciate you. All right, man. Always here for him. I definitely appreciate you, Macadon One. You've been around for real. Macadon One been around. Definitely remember you. From all of these years that's been flying by. Let's get on to the show though, because we got fights to watch. Isn't that right? You know what I'm saying? This Saturday, that's why I picked Saturday. I see that not a lot of people go live on Saturday. You know what I'm saying? It was my idea originally, even though it started on someone else's channel. 5 p.m. Saturday's been an open time for years. So, I took the slide thinking that, it'll be cool to go on to go live on it. And I've been right. But every now and then you get a fight that's going on right when I'm live or right before I'm live, unless if it's some UK shit. So, but it's all love, yo. Like, I appreciate everybody that come through and watch the channel every Saturday. I know a lot of people want me to go live more. If I had the time, I would. But like my schedule is really hectic. You know what I'm saying? I work from 2 to 11 p.m. at night every day. You know, I got a daughter. I got stuff to do. You know what I'm saying? Now that school's out, my time has changed. So hopefully I'll be jumping on some panels and doing a little bit more with my time for the next 2 months until probably after August. But I appreciate y'all for rocking out with me when I am live every Saturday when I can be live on Saturday. But let's start with Tim. Let's start with Tim, yo. Let's start with Tim Tszyu. I have to give him some respect, man, because of the way that he's picking these opponents. You know what I'm saying? I understand Ocampo isn't like no big name or nothing like that, but Ocampo didn't beat Fondor, but you could tell he got a chin. You know what I'm saying? And it seemed like Tony Harrison, as soon as he got hit by Tim, all of his energy got zapped. So, you know, if he can go 12 rounds with Sebastian Fondor, and not a lot of people can do that with him. You know what I mean? Even though he got stopped, you know, I think Tim is looking at it like, you know, if he can stop him, it'll be saying something. I know Errol Spence stopped him, but that's at a different weight class. Things are different when you move up in weight. I don't really hold fighters to a lot of things at their lower weight class when they move up, unless it's a skill thing. You know what I'm saying? But getting stopped can do a lot, can have something to do with nutrition and how bad your camp was to cut and make weight. So I think, you know, him picking Ocampo, and maybe, you know, Ocampo was the only one to step up because Ocampo takes on competition. I see, you know what I'm saying? He's a warrior in that aspect. He takes on competition because it seemed like Tim Tszyu just beat up Tony Harrison like 3 months ago, and he's like turned around fighting again. So shout out to Tim for, you know, keeping it interesting and keeping himself busy while the champion Jermell Charlo is healing up. You know what I mean? But I like it. I like that he had the guts to pick Tony coming off, and Tony looked very good coming off the fight that he was coming off of. And I know a lot of us thought that Tony was going to look very good in that fight, if not win the fight. And he looked absolutely horrible and lost the fight. So now you got to give, you know, Tim the props for picking Tony Harrison apart, even though Tony Harrison didn't look like himself and really didn't move around the ring and didn't use his legs and be himself. You know, he did show power and show some ring IQ and boxing IQ in that fight. So I got to give it to Tim. I don't think he no whore, and I really think Jermell Charlo should take this fight 100% serious, or he's going to look at another draw or another upset for real. But no, I don't think that he has what it takes to beat Charlo. But if Charlo doesn't prepare for it and he be in his own head and don't listen to his corner, yada, 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 he will lose this fight. So that's just how I'm looking at it. If Campo wins, good luck with Big Fish. Man, yo, if Campo wins, it would be a very good look for Big Fish. You know what I'm saying? Seeing that he stopped him in 2 rounds, it looked very easy when he stopped him. Very easy. Tim keeping his stock, which is going to make him and Jermell fight even better. You said Tim. Okay, I was thinking about Tony. Salute to Brian King B. Hold on. Turn that shit off. But salute to Brian King B. For what's good with you? What is good with you? I think it'll be a great fight for him. I mean, a great look for EJ's win over him, because he looked hydrated enough. He looked pretty big in the weigh-in. You know what I'm saying? He didn't look lethargic or a lot smaller than Errol. And Errol stopped him in 2 rounds, I think, to the body. In I think his first hometown fight, that shit was packed, sold out too. I remember that. Yeah, it is going to make Jermell Charlo, and Jermell should be thankful for that. Like, I know I am, being the fan, you know, person that's going to watch it. I think this fight is going to be, you know, a long, hard fought fight, you know. For real, Tim Tszyu don't have to pick these opponents that he picking. He didn't have to pick Tony Harris. That's why Tony Harrison was so ecstatic. He was surprised that he's let the, get the opportunity. And then you got somebody that is known to have a hard chin, and Errol had it right by going to his body and stopping them early. It's going to look good for him regardless. That win for Errol is already looking good because he went 12 with the Tyrant Inferno. Lubin couldn't do it. Salute to you, Phoenix Nunes. What's good with you? Appreciate you for stopping by. Pull counter boxing. What is good with you? I definitely appreciate you for coming through. What's good? What's good? What's happening? What's happening? Barbershop want to know how far did you go in boxing? You talking about, I wanted to be a professional, if that's what you're saying. I didn't get far at all, if you want to know. I had like a couple of sessions with somebody that wasn't a trainer. He was a boxer himself. And it kind of ended really quickly, really abruptly because of me and the guy that was training me. So it ended abruptly because of that. But I wanted to be a boxer since I was like 12. And my mom's just wasn't having it. So when I got older, I didn't know, I didn't have transportation. I didn't know where to go to boxing. Like when I grew up, I'm an 80s baby. So I didn't grow up in the middle of, the cell phone and computer era as deep as it is now. Like, I didn't know where to find any of that stuff. And when I did get the information, I was well in my 20s and I did have transportation, but I didn't know exactly where to go to train at. I didn't really have that type of information. When I did find out, it was a place in DC. I didn't even know about Upton. It was a place in DC, and at the time, I did not have the car that I would trust to get me back and forth to take me there. So, I mean, it just... And then life happened after that. So, but it is what it is now. It is what it is now. Salute to you, Angel Diaz. What's good with you? Salute to you. Salute to you, Sheldon LDBC or nothing. What's good with you? Definitely appreciate you for stopping by. Looking forward to seeing the contenders at Super Bantamweight tonight. Aleem, yes, and Goodman, 2 top 10 fighters in their division. Yeah, I like Aleem. I think his fundamentals are on point. I think he thinks about defense every time he throws a punch. I think that same style in a bigger weight class, as a welterweight, we would pay attention to it a lot more, and he would probably be a star, honestly. I think when he gets his shot, he'll show improve, and he won't fold either. I think he'll become a champion, whoever he fight. For real. Honestly, what I think. I like him. I think he got a lot of skill. What do you think about Regis fight? I haven't really seen the guy he fought, but the guy he fought, Zorella or whatever his name is, Honor Barboza beat him. Honor Barboza isn't that much of a power puncher. He doesn't have the same style as Regis Prograis. I wouldn't call Regis Prograis a power puncher, but I can say that he hits harder than Honor Barboza's, for real. I think Regis is going to stop him late, honestly. I think Regis is going to stop him at like 9. And like 9-10 rounds. No bull. I think he's a good fighter though. I just don't think he might stop him before 9 rounds, honestly, but I'll give him a benefit of the doubt and say he's going to stop him in 9-10 rounds because I don't really remember the fight with him and Aaron Barboza really that well. But I didn't like this. They're not the same. They don't have the same styles. I don't see Zorella doing that much with Regis if he can get on the inside. If Regis can't work his feet and get on the inside to let his hands go, it's going to be a long night for Regis. But I'll give him the benefit of the doubt for sure. Salute to you. What's good with you, Miss Skywalker? What's happening with you, Queen? Definitely appreciate you. Salute to you, Teach. What's good? I got Regis. A strong salad, right. Salute to you, Chris Brown 45. What's good with you? Hey, 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 hey. You wouldn't call Regis Power Puncher, even with all the KOs. How many KOs do we got? Let me see. The reason why I wouldn't call him a power puncher is because he didn't drop Josh Kelly and he hit him. Josh Taylor, and he hit him flush. Like he hit him with everything he wanted to hit him with. Flush. He didn't drop him once. That's why I say that. But let me see. Let me see how many KOs he got. Because I really don't know. Okay. Okay. Yeah, he got KOs. He got KOs. He didn't drop. He didn't drop Terry Flanagan. You didn't drop Josh Taylor. Like the people that he stopped are like Ivan Redcatch. Tank stopped him in sparring. Jesus, with headgear and big gloves. Tevin Farmer beat Ivan Redcatch. You know, what was impressive is his last fight is Zepeda. Stopping Zepeda was impressive. But in my opinion, Regis Prograis has a new style. He didn't fight. He hasn't been fighting everybody else the way he fought Zepeda. Like, it seemed like his style is pretty different. It's kind of different. He tweaked his style. He definitely didn't fight Josh Taylor the way he fought Zepeda. If so, he probably would have stopped or dropped him for sure. But we definitely will see. I mean, he is a power puncher compared to his numbers. But it's a lot of nobodies on this. Like, no disrespect. It's a lot of nobodies on this record. A lot of them. And not all of them got dropped. You know what I'm saying? No, he did drop Terry Flanagan. He dropped Flanagan in the 8th. It didn't stop him, though. That went 12 rounds. Josh Taylor, 12 rounds. I mean, it's all right, though. I mean, he got a lot of TKOs. A lot of TKOs. A whole bunch of them. Zepeda was impressive, though. Like, his new style will give a lot of fighters problems because it's very awkward. He got a short ass reach, though. His man reaches 67 inches and he's 5'8". But whatever. Devin is supposed to be 5'8" with a 72-inch reach. That's 4 inches more. 5 inches more. He's got a 67-inch reach. It's just, he would have to get on the inside of Zarella and let his hands go, in my opinion. Salute to you, Mike. Definitely appreciate you for stopping by. I'm glad you found me, man. Glad you found me. Salute to you, PGA's big dog. What's happening? Regis defense is not good at all. After I saw what Zepeda did to him. Yeah, it's not good, but it's never been good. For real, for real. Taylor was on that juice, was he? Damn. Taylor was on the juice. Regis is a destroyer, and Josh Taylor is a really tough white boy. Yeah. Regis is one of the best power punches at 140. You right. Okay. All right. It's 28. He's 28 wins with 24 knockouts. It's just a lot of nobodies. That's all. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, the man got a lot of knockouts. You're right. I stand corrected. He's a power puncher, but I just depends on who you fighting, I guess. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm saying. His last fight was very impressive to me. And that style is gonna beat Zarella in 9 or less. Man, it could be less, but I'll say 9. I'll give him 9 rounds. Mm-hmm. Sniping reaches. Ah. Did you know Can KO Regis and Taylor in a handicap match at Boxer Mania in 2012? Jeez, Big Dog Willis, salute to you, birthday twin. What's it poppin', man? Who is real? It is good, but you peace in my corner. Peace to you. Definitely appreciate you for stopping by. Salute to you, NBA D Nice. What's good with you? I expect Regis to win, but I'm not expecting another spectacular. Nah, he ain't expecting them. I'm not expecting nothing spectacular either. But I think he's definitely gonna win. I think he's gonna stop dude for real, for real. Okay. Regis said he needed to fight Teal now, and I think that's mostly because of all the people he said he wanted to fight. He most definitely he put emphasis on he definitely want to fight Josh Taylor. I understand he wanna get his win, from the one person that lost. He want to revenge his loss, and that's understandable. But I don't think it matters. I think you lost because it was a hometown fight for Josh Taylor. You see what they did to Jack Catterall. I think that's really mostly why you lost. Right now, I don't know if there's a lot of people that think Regis loses to Josh Taylor. So I understand why you scratching that. Hopefully you scratched it and kicked it off your bucket list. But Teo, I don't think, like, for real, let's just talk about Teo real quick. Let's talk about Teo. Teofimo Lopez talked all this trash. At the end of it, he said, just to stir it up, I might retire. That right there should tell you a lot. Just to stir it up. It means you playing a game right now that has an expiration date. Your game has an expiration date. That's what it's telling me. Just to stir it up, I might retire. Okay, bang. It's two ways you can look at it. A lot of people are looking at it like this is his baby mother, which is his wife type stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's double trouble. It's not just your baby mother, it's your wife. And you having problems with her. And I know a lot of men that's been on child support, and all of them has been really honest in saying the feeling that it gives you is that you don't care about not making big money because you don't want her to get half of it. Like, so in the same sense, Teal's probably thinking the same shit. I'm not trying to get these big fights and big checks just to give half of it to her, and I hate her now. I hate her, and I don't want her to get half my shit. And that's very understandable. Or you can look at it the other way and be like, Teal got these belts, and you relinquish them because you know it's a lot of heat at 140, that you want the title for the clout. You need the title because you playing catch up with the rest of these fighters. That's why you said Top Rank could keep the black fighters. You had a whole little sissy fit, and you said that it was your last fight on Top Rank. Bob said you had 2 years. You said you had 6 months. He relinquished his title for his WBO title. He's no longer the WBO champion. He's no longer has a title at 140 pounds. And I don't really care. A lot of people, I think he did this for attention for sure. Salute to you, main biker. What's popping with you? Teo is jealous as a motherfucker. Yes, he's a jealous ass dude, and he's envious of a lot of these young fighters. Immediately, you already know when he says Top Rank and keep the black fighters. Let's break it down. Top Rank and keep the black fighters. You already know who he's talking about, because Top Rank only got a few black fighters that's having some shine for real, for real. And you got Shakur Stevenson and his whole card that's on there is Top Rank, and all of them is a lot of young black talent on there. Even that's when Big Baby Anderson was on his card, and he was hometown in his events every time he fought. Yo, that's jealousy right there. You could tell and this man, Shakur, I believe, is younger than him, in a smaller weight class than him. But then you got, on the other hand, you got Devin Haney, somebody that's just like his arch nemesis or some shit. They're enemies like a motherfucker. He get a deal on signing on fighting with Top Rank to become undisputed, something that Tszyu had a gang of people sit down in suits to plan around and sketch Devin out to fight for undisputed or Lomachenko, and then he bragged about how they was gonna shut Devin Haney out. Like, that guy gets a contract and actually gains undisputed without the asterisk mark. He gets the big telecast show twice in Australia with all these people, and you got his face plastered, and everybody keeps calling his name. He's getting paid big. He now gets big views. You can't say nothing about this, that, and the third. Tszyu is watching. He's jealous and bulled the fuck up. He mad as shit. On top of that, you turn around and, Tank and Ryan don't even got nothing to do with Top Rank, but they had a show on ESPN real quick before they fought. And everybody knows they at least got $20-30 million a piece after paying taxes and fees. That's a lot of money for two little dudes, bro, in their 20s. That's a lot of money a piece. Bro, that's some bread. I'm telling you. The jealousy is in there and it's thick. Salute to you, Thomas from the Bronx, corner boss in the building. Salute to you. What is good with you? Definitely appreciate you for stopping by. Everybody hit that like button. Let me see. I hope Top Rank keeps him and starve him. Starve his ass out. Yes. Yes, starve his ass out. He deserve it. That motherfucker deserve it. He owed them sanctioning fee money. He want to drop the shit because he don't want to pay out this motherfucker. Regis Tszyu would be a great fight. Yes, it would. Different than Taylor. I got real. Yeah, I got real too. Salute to you. What's good with you? Knockdown boxing, sports, and entertainment. Salute to you. What's good with you, pimping? Salute to you, GD, in the super chat. Definitely appreciate you. That's exactly why I was rooting for Taylor, because it's always games with Cat and Cat with Tszyu, just like when he was at 135. Win big, then roll out. Salute to you, G5. Definitely. Salute to you, GD. Definitely appreciate you with the $5 super chat. Yo, I believe the same shit. Arch Nemesis. Yes, it's like the same shit though. It's the same shit. Different weight class with Tszyu. Every time somebody start liking Tszyu and giving him some respect, he turn around and get upset. Only this time, ain't nobody giving him a break. Everybody hated Tszyu since he won them belts because he flipped the strip and started acting like a prima donna out this bitch. You started acting like you had a skirt for real, and nobody cared about your lampshade. Nobody gave a shit. Everybody was like, this man got to fight. He got to prove himself, and you was mad about it. So what? You lost the fight. You still claim that you won just because the referee raised your hand. That shit is sad, bruh. And all you do is turn around and talk bad about fighters, and you're actually jealous of them. You said it. Nobody else did. Who else is saying Top Rank can keep a certain fighters or a certain name fighter? You said a whole race. You singled out a whole race of fighters. They can keep the black fighters. All of them? You ain't cool with one Top Rank black fighter? That just says a lot. You ever felt a certain way when you wanted to say all the motherfuckers is the same, but they was in the room and you was like, nah, because I fuck with some of them, and you don't say it? You be like, man, fuck you, you're cool, and fuck you, I'm out. Nah, this motherfucker said you can have all the Top Rank fighters. Who's going to sign Tszyu anyway? Who want to deal with that type of attitude? Just like I said, Tszyu got what he wanted over and over again while shitting on Bob Arum, and nobody sees the shit. He got what he wanted over and over and over again. He said he wanted Josh Taylor. He was still fighting at 135 for a whole 12 months when he was talking about Josh Taylor. The first time he brought him up was like a year and a half before he got out the weight class. He'd been talking about fighting Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor was talking back to his ass. For real. He kept bringing Josh Taylor up in a disrespectful way. But before that, What did he say? This is the takeover. He said, this is the takeover, and I want Lomachenko, and we're going to take this shit over. He got Lomachenko. He said he wanted to shut Devin out and actually did it. He got a bunch of grown men to help him shut Devin Haney out because he didn't want to fight, and then bragged about it. He actually said, this is how we're going to shut you out, you little B. He actually said those words. And he's called Devin Haney. He said Devin Haney has DSLs too. Him and Rolling. Like, bruh, you was doing all of this shit. You still got what you want. You got Lomachenko. You got Devin Haney. And the whole time you was talking shit. You was still talking shit about Top Rank. When you lost, the shit hit the fan when you lost. You and your daddy was talking reckless about Top Rank. And you didn't shut up about Bob. You was talking about Bob all the time. And what happened? You moved up after losing. You still got what? You got 2 good fights. In my opinion, you lost one of them at 140 versus Sandor Martin. And you still got the title fight. You still got what you want after talking all of that shit. Talking about they can keep the black fighters, yo. Bud never got Errol. Bud didn't get Errol. Bud had to leave to get Errol. And you got both the fighters you wanted. And shut out the fighter that you didn't want to fight. Shit is crazy. FTO, right. He was never undisputed. Never, in my opinion. Motherfucker was never undisputed. Salute to you, Pull Counter Boxing and Super Chat. Definitely appreciate you. You said Teofimo Pride won't allow him to get in the ring with Devin Haney. Exactly. Yes. He is afraid to lose face. Man, yo, Teofimo's pride is the reason why his life is the way it is. His whole fucking life. His pride. The good things about him and the bad things about him. His pride is the reason why. Salute to you, General Long. What's good with you? What's popping? Laughing. Salute to you, Roderick Thompson. What's good with you? Jason Williams. Peace and blessings to you. Tio know he can't be Dev. He's just jealous Dev probably smashed that hoe he married. Yo, I don't know why. Everybody keep talking about it. Everybody keep talking about the stewardess or whoever the hell it is that you married. Salute to you, 704 Joes. What's good with ya? What's good with ya? Salute to Pull Counter Boxing the Super Chat again. Oh no, that's it. It's the same one. It's the same one. Tio is just like dumbass daddy. Full of shit. And Christmas turkey, right? And bullshit to the Christmas turkey. I sent 2 since I didn't see the first one. Queen, okay, definitely appreciate you. Yo, I'll read it again. Salute to you, Pull Counter in the Super Chat. Definitely appreciate you in the Super Chat. Say Teal Pride won't allow him to get in the ring to lose to Devin Haney. That's a fact, though. It's a fact. Salute to you, Valentine. What's good with you? Been a little minute. How you been doing? I have no idea, Gris. I have no idea. You know, I really think that fans are because he said he don't watch much boxing. He probably only watch tape for his certain fighters that he has in his stable when they fight certain fighters. And if that's the case, then I think a lot of fans watch certain channels that don't speak right about boxing. They don't have the right information. They don't put out the right information. They have agendas or whatnot. He probably looks at a pro T.O. channel. That's why he thinks that T.O. was undisputed twice. And that's another thing that I said. I didn't want T.O. I never said that Josh Taylor's skills is so tough. That's why T.O. win. T.O.'s going to lose. No, I said T.O. has mental issues. And I think it'll be a bad look for his mental recovery process if he wins. And I said, because Josh is a dirty fighter, I think he's going to win the fight. Those are the 3 reasons. It wasn't a style thing to me. It was the fact that he's mentally unstable. And he's a dirty fighter. That's really what it was. I mean, I didn't have a dog in the fight anyway. It didn't really matter to me. But at the same time, like, to be honest, yo, without cutting all the fat, all right, just giving you the meat without the bone, without being nice, just how I honestly felt about Josh Taylor forever. And I just started believing the hype because he kept winning. I thought Josh Taylor was a UK fighter. And I have what I think about UK fighters. Not all of them are bad. They have skill and all of that. But I think certain things about them. You know what I mean? And I know he's not, and he's from Scotland, but I just looked at him as a fighter that didn't have very good defense. Somebody that kind of fought wide open, but he had his own style and he kept winning. So I just stopped being, I was like, you know what, let me just, stop thinking that way about Josh Taylor because he's winning. Like, fuck it. You know what I mean? But the Josh Taylor that I known showed with Tszyu, it wasn't because Tszyu looked so fabulous. It's because Josh Taylor looked like crap and Tszyu looked good. So both of them together, Tszyu, like, he got helped by Josh because Josh looked so bad. But Tszyu did his thing. He was styling on Josh's ass. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, if you always had that in you, we would have always seen it. We would have seen it every time he was in the ring. When you look at the people he compare himself to, they don't have laps in performances like he do. They never underperformed. You look at Shakur, Tank, Devin, all the fighters that's on Top Rank, that's on that Shakur's undercard, they don't really have laps and they don't look bad in performances. Like, how many times have we said that he straight up lost that fight, or those were knockdowns and they didn't count it as knockdowns? Like, that's Tszyu. That's you. You're known for that. Like, it might happen once or twice, and this is fighting. But man, you got dropped twice by somebody that Sandor Martin. Like, bruh, we haven't seen that you look good versus nobody like that besides Nobody's and Josh Taylor. Nobody's and Josh Taylor. That's who we've seen him look like that against. If we want to be 100% honest, Tszyu was never undisputed. That's a fact. But I knew this was going to happen, and what happened? I knew this was going to be bad for his mental recovery process if he won the fight. And he came out saying now that he's back-to-back double undisputed. He said he lived 2 Hall of Famers' lives. I don't even have the recording. I probably can find it, but fuck it. Bro, you're delusional. We already knew that. Deliriously delusional. That's what I call Tszyu. Like, it's just crazy. The level of, and he believed everything he said is ridiculous. I don't understand it. I don't even know how you raise somebody like that. It come to time as you as an adult, as a parent, and him as a child, you'll tell him he don't know what the hell he talk about, and he better believe you. You don't know shit, whippersnapper. It's like nobody ever told Tszyu he don't know shit, and he believed it. You know what I'm saying? You ever had an adult when you was a child make you believe that you don't know shit because they they tell you some shit that you don't believe and they show you it? Like, damn, maybe I don't know shit. That never happened to Tszyu. Tszyu seemed like he's been born around yes men and groupies all his life or something. Now, I can't say groupies because he would have never had his problem with his wife that he got. But I'm just saying, it's like you've been around yes men all your life or something, or your daddy pampered this beast that's hard to like. And the things he say is straight up ridiculous. Well, technically, thinking about Tszyu is 2 division undisputed. He beat the top guys in both divisions at the same time. I know why he's saying it. I know why he's saying it, yo. UK fighters ain't built to last. Right, like Kell Brook. I said Kell Brook had a tender face, and then that shit happened in the fight. I was like, geez, man, I knew it. I've never thought highly of Josh Taylor myself. Right. It's just like after the people start saying so much shit. Salute to you, Rampage. What's good with you? Well, whippersnapper. Don't forget Tszyu versus No More Tall Fighters. Man, it's just How many times have you seen that performance that Teal did versus Josh Taylor versus anybody else? Josh Taylor, like I said, got his own little style. He got his own little style. His good little fighter. You couldn't do nothing with the tall motherfucker and then cried about it. It's not like, until being that he has the mental like he is, he wasn't even like that before. How can you say like that is really all him? Like somebody really is got in his head and got him thinking he's the shit. Like they had to. Somebody's got him thinking this shit. After he fought Nakatilia or whatever his name is, the tall Japanese dude, he didn't talk shit or talk like he, actually did better than he did during the fight. He was 100% honest. Got on the mic like, no more tall guys. Like, what the fuck? Bro, that was the first sign of weakness that I seen out of T.O. When he said that shit was terrible, man. Terrible. Not going to lie, watching in person, T.O. looked good, but Josh looked bad in the second half of the fight. Josh had nothing on his punches, and credit to T.O. He took some good shots early. Yeah, T.O. got a big blockhead. You can tell that aerodynamic thick head that he got. Yeah, he got a head on him. I said in the lead up of the fight, I gave a shot for T.O. to win. I said only thing that's going to get him to win is invest into the body during this fight and getting open shots, hard shots on Josh Taylor. I just don't see him doing it because of his mental. His mental was good enough to make it happen, and he won the fight. But all of this, $100 million, bro, you can't tell me you're not trying to play catch up, or you trying to tell me, like, when people say $100 million, that's when they say, when they talk about fighting their best friend or their brother. I'll do it for $100 million. Like Shakur Stevenson and Keyshawn Davis would never fight each other, but they would for $100 million. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with, EJ. I just heard recently on that, Fighters Town or whatever it's called. Jamel Charlo said him and EJ would never fight less for like $100 million. They talk, privately about the shit, and they just say it because people keep asking, like, I'll do it for $100 million. Like, bruh, people, that's like the number that you throw out when I'll do it for a crazy amount of money. $100 million. That's what the fuck that is. T.O.'s asking for $100 million at 140. 140 ain't shit. Since when has 140 been 8 figures? When? If it has, it's been a long time, and it had shit to do with no damn Teofimo Lopez or the people that's in that weight class. They're not that exciting to get no goddamn 100 million or 50 million or 25, in my opinion. I don't know I don't know one fight that can happen at 140 that will generate $25 million. I don't. Maybe y'all got to tell me, because I don't know one of them. Josh has aged a younger Josh. Would have won. Yeah, maybe. Teal seems to only get himself up for big fights. That's because Teal's a mental, I don't know, something different is going on with him inside, in between them damn ears. Josh Taylor definitely going to stay away from 147. Can't beat Teal. Man, I don't know what he do with his career. What is he going to do now? What is he going to do? What is Josh Taylor going to do? Maybe this break will mature. It's two brain. Teal's right. Sutu rampage again. Coco leave party. Soft and Bruce face balls. Damn. Actually killing me with the hand with his right. He got his own little style. Teal proved me wrong, but he's still food for Tank Regis material. Man, that's what I'm saying. And you can look at it a way like he's ducking fight. Like he's doing this for, if this is the best clout move, going to a weight class like 140, say nobody interests you, the weight class ain't shit, fight somebody that was undisputed, beat them, and then retire, and then just talk like you can beat everybody. Bruh, that guy is not undisputed. You have 3 of, and I could see if all the titles was vacant, but they're not. There are 3 other champions other than Josh Taylor before he fought Josh Taylor. And in my opinion, you're not beating them. You might beat one of them. You might beat Rolly. But you're not beating Regis Prograis, in my opinion, and you're not beating Matias. You're not. And I know Matias isn't that defensively responsible, but Matias will work the shit out of Teo's ass. A lot of times, Josh Taylor wasn't throwing no goddamn punches. He was posing. He was looking at He was looking at Teo and waiting for Teo to throw punches for him not to block it or get out the fucking way. He made Teo look really good in that fight. Really good. Now, this is the same Teo that lost to Kambosos. And in my opinion, he kind of fought the same type of way that he fought Kambosos without the showboating, because he wasn't shitting on Kambosos. He was shitting on Josh Taylor, so he started showboating and shitting on Josh Taylor. He wasn't shitting on Kambosos, but the style is similar. Like, that's how he was fighting Kambosos, and he lost. That's just how I look at that shit. He lost that fight. Yes, he's food for all 3 of them. For real, yo. Like, I don't see it like that. Somebody that got very good defense and pinpoint accuracy and put punches together would give Teo problems. Richard Hitchison would give Teo problems. Shakur Stevenson at 135, if he moved up, he would give Teo problems. Them type of fighters will give Teo problems, yo. Even somebody real aggressive, like Gary Antoine, like, bruh, I don't think he can swim with all them sharks. Like, Teo lost the fight, but he didn't get stopped. I think he gets stopped at 140 if he started swimming with all them sharks. I just don't see that he's not as good as ever. He want to live off the clout. He can't live off the skill. These motherfuckers will beat him. He can live off the clout, though. You can sit there and say that you was undisputed at 135 and put a stamp on it by holding all of them titles along with 2 green titles, even though you never fought for no green title. You stand there with 2 green titles up there by Canelo like you really undisputed, and then come up to 140 and fight somebody that's a has-been undisputed. He used to be undisputed, and for real, the way he fought you, he looked like a has-been. Just like I said, not everybody in their late 20s or in their early 30s can party for 12 months or 10 months and then get right back to it and be the same fighter. Not everybody can do that. And for real, Teo's not that much of a scrub, and you can tell in this fight because he was ready for it. To come back after that type of layoff, fighting Jack Catterall, your confidence really ain't up like that, because you really know, like, he lost that fight or it was very close. You didn't win it that well to party for a year and then come back and fight Teo. Definitely the way you was fighting him, them slapping ass shots. Like, that shit wasn't nice. Salute to you, Picasso. He trying to cash out. Man, he already out. And for real, like, he got his little backing. In my opinion, his backing, a lot of them are homos, because y'all let this man say that another man has lips that he thinks about his private parts when he look at him. That shit is homo to me. Okay? Me being a woman, I will back up and look at the woman next to me. If she be like, she got some nice lips, I can see me, you know. I'll be like, bro, you can't tell me another man looking at another man's lips and thinking about his private section isn't a little zesty. It's not a little sus, because it is. You shouldn't be thinking about your anybody's meat while looking at another man's anything. You should leave that for the women to do. Okay. And even then, we're not going to think about another man's meat while looking at another man's lips. That's just, I'm sorry. Like, that's just, I don't know. But, you know, a lot of his fans respect that. They like that. You know what I mean? I know guys that will stop being friends with dudes if, like, they say stuff like that on a regular basis. Like, bro, we can't be friends. Because I'm still in love with women. That's what the men is going to say to another man. Bruh, no. T.O. Senior said 20 million to Bill Haney. Yo, T.O. Senior and T.O. is tripping. They've been on some shit for the last 4 years when it come to Devin Haney, shutting him out the whole time while saying nobody knows him, but asking for $10 million. And then coming up to 140, asking to fight him at 140 pounds and then say $20 million, bruh. And it seemed like the way you got 2 Hall of Fame careers in one. You back-to-back undisputed, but Devin's the A side? What sense does that make? That's how you know you mentally don't know what the fuck. You just mentally saying shit, and you know it's just not true. How are you going to ask Bill for $20 million? Aren't you the A side? 2 Hall of Fame careers in one? Back-to-back undisputed? Devin carry his butt up to 140, he gonna be B-side to you, right? If that's true, he don't even believe it. Guys, he don't even believe it. Yo, cuzzo, what's good with you, Miss Just Do? The queen is in the house. What's happening, cuzzo? Said, what it do? Just got home from work. Go ahead, chillax. 11,400,000. Man, that's max. What anybody gonna get for one fight at 140 that Tank is not involved in? Max. I don't even see them making that much. I don't see it. Charlo said he'll fight his twin for $500 million. Right. 250 million a piece. Then he said their moms would be mad. Right. Come on now. Let's just be 100. T.O. is an emotional weirdo and a camera whore. Facts on top of facts. Hell yeah. He is a camera whore, yo. For real. I didn't even think about it like that. He a camera whore. These fighters are fighting downhill. Yeah, they are. They are. He trying to get the maximum respect for fighting Josh Taylor without him having nothing. Like, bro, if T.O. would have beat Josh Taylor, the same Josh Taylor that Regis fought, okay. But that is definitely 2 different fighters. It's not the same fighter, yo. He wants to be like Canelo, protected from normal fight pressure by politics. He thought he was the man at 135 until he dropped the ball to Kambosos. Yes, he did. He did think he was the man. And when he lost to Kambosos, it was devastating to his ass. That's why his breathing wasn't working, because he had to swallow all of that crow. The feathers got stuck in his throat. I heard a rumor that Jack Catterall is gonna fight Matias later this year. I would love to see it. Damn, I would love to see that fight. I would love to see how Matias handles somebody like Jack Catterall. I would love to see that. I got Matias, though. I like Matias. I like his style, yo. He a warrior. I really like Matias. I rock with my Puerto Rican fighters, but his lack of defense scares me. Yeah. But like I said, man, you only can do that but so much until you get a fighter that really ring your bell. And then you either got to be defense responsible or they get you out of there. I don't think he's been stopped. I know he got a loss, but I don't think he's been stopped. And, I think a lot of it has to do with certain competition that he has. You can see the box rec and the people that he fought. You can watch tape and see if that fighter actually has real power or not. And certain fighters go into fighters with a certain game plan if a fighter don't have the pop that they know that can keep them honest in the ring. I think Matias is kind of one of them fighters. I think Regis is kind of one of those fighters. And I think if somebody that has the pop coming into a fight and a big knockout rating, that he won't do that, or he'll get stopped. And I haven't seen him get stopped yet, so I'm going to give my man a benefit of the doubt. I like his style, though. I mean, I know I don't want him to be more defense responsible, but I like his style, though. I like his offensive style. With body T.O. Yeah, he would hurt T.O. He would hurt T.O. Who do y'all really see T.O.? The way T.O. be crying, I don't see him wanting to fight nobody. And the way he was talking about 140, like nobody is shit besides Regis and Josh Taylor. He said Josh Taylor's the man because he still haven't lost those titles. He relinquished them. So in his mind, he's like, yeah, I'm double undisputed because I beat the guy that did have the titles and didn't lose yet. Bruh, it don't mean shit, man. It don't mean that you are that guy. Like, this is some loophole shit, bruh. But it's not gonna work. This is a sport. This ain't fucking Wall Street. This is a sport. You gotta have certain things in line, and that's when you get the credit. If you don't have it in line, it is what it is. Russell needs to get busy. His career is starting to look like his big bruh. Bruh, what is up? I don't know the details with Russell, but the stories are too mix and match. At first, he was something happened and they pulled him out to fight and nobody knew exactly what happened. You know what I'm saying? They just pulled him out to fight. And then when I looked at the box at the rankings, he switched sanctioning bodies. And now instead of top 3, now he's like rank 8 or 9. You know what I'm saying? And then you see Rolly eating his food, you know, and getting the title. And then the things that happen, you know what I'm saying? For real, it could have been a problem with his visa if he stayed there. Like, picture Antoine Russell fighting Barroso. Like, that's what happened. That's what would have happened. You know what I mean? But who knows, man? Who knows? Maybe they went a different route for another reason. Because in my opinion, you can't tell me an injury made you switch sanctioning bodies. Like, in my opinion, after hearing all of this stuff, and I could be dead wrong, after hearing all this stuff done with the WBA, maybe he didn't want to be part of all of that bullshit, or maybe he didn't want to fight O'Hara Davies. Maybe he didn't want to do this, that, or that. I have no idea. But why would you stop being in one's whole sanctioning body after you worked your way up in the ladder? Why would you purposely concede and go another route? You know what I mean? Usually when fighters go another route, they say it's to duck another fighter. I just don't know why he would duck anybody at that weight class. I don't know what's going on, but it's fishy as hell. I don't like it. Did you see Sean Porter and Tszyu and Tank fight similar? What? Did you see Sean Porter? He said Tszyu and Tank fight similar. What is he smoking? Because I don't see that comparison. Have Sean Porter ever sparred Tszyu? That's my question to the chat. Maybe somebody can tell me. Let me scroll down. Has Sean Porter and Tszyu ever sparred? I know Sean Porter sparred Tank. Have they ever sparred? I would say that I don't see it. I don't even know what to say. I don't see it. I don't see that at all. I don't see it. That guy's not sucks. But he's completely really weird. Homosexual. Salute to you, Miss Joette. What's good with you? Salute to you, Queen. Say salute. Good afternoon. Good afternoon to you. Tszyu and Rolly State fantasizing about men lips. Yes, they do. And I think Ryan did too. He just kept it to himself. Y'all need to be strong like Ryan and just let stuff go. Keep it to yourself. Everybody just look at Tio's example. His father from crap. What are you getting, crap? You get crap. Yeah. Crap comes from crap. Emotional weirdo. Exactly. Suti Big Tony was good with you. Excuse me. Suti Zach B. Sutu Dungeon Talk with Doom was good with you. Appreciate you for stopping by. GD says, I don't know what the Russell's doing. Gary just popped back up and said him versus Tank is the biggest fight in boxing. Bruh, Gary said that he gonna stop talking about Tank. I said it's about damn time. Let's see how long it lasts though. He said some shit about Shakur Stevenson and was like, I need to, you know what? I'm not gonna mess it up. But he said some shit about Shakur Stevenson. He was acting like Shakur Stevenson didn't want to fight him at 126. I think Gary Russell came back and he's ranked at 135 pounds somewhere. I think at the WBA, but he definitely is ranked at 130. I'm sorry, 130, not 135. He's ranked at 130, and he sat there and said that he'll. I put it on my I think it was on my live 2 weeks ago. The guy set him up real nice. That was asking him the question, you know. He asked him if he was coming back. He was like, yeah, he ready to touch that motherfucker back. Salute to you, Kizzy. What's good with you, Queen? Definitely appreciate you for coming through. Peace and blessings to you, Omega Red. What's popping with you? Hope everything's good with you. Teal looks German. Ha! Salute to you, Combat 2 back. What's popping with you? Wookie Wook's been a little minute. What's popping with you? Glad you came through, though. Definitely glad you came through. Now Teal vacated the WBO. Should order for the vacant fight. Really, I just made a video about that this morning. Didn't get that many views, but it's cool. That's not really why I make videos because I know I'm right when I say certain shit. But I just made a video about that this morning. I don't know if Porter sparred Teal, but he said that BS on his podcast. Yo, he be full of shit. Suit you, Jay Cooley. What's good with you? Who I got and what? I got Errol Spence if you talking about my thumbnail. I'm talking about Errol. Errol the True Spence is gonna beat his ass in my opinion. I think they're two totally different fighters mentally. And if on the surface two fighters are great, mentally is where they're gonna differ. If both of them are physically ready for the fight, mentally is where the difference is gonna happen. Salute to you, QYW Network. What's good with you? Definitely appreciate you for stopping by. Anyway, we'll destroy David Benavidez, David Morrell, and Tony Romo. Facts. Pull what up? Hold on, wait. I don't know what that was. Tonight. Oh, who do I got tonight? I don't know what we're talking about. Oh, I was talking about earlier to pull up my video that I did earlier. I was talking about another comment that was in the chat to pull up the video I made earlier about Jose Ramirez versus Arnold Barboza fighting for that vacant WBO that Teal just dropped. But as far as Errol Spence and Bud, now I'm speaking the pull counter. Okay, bet. As you gonna buy the zone to watch read, I have the zone. I got it. I get what Sean means. I'm gonna watch the fight though on the zone though, pull counter. I get what Sean means. Both are single shot fighters that use speed mixed with power, not much, if any, combination fighters. Yeah, I don't think that's like a style though. Like I think Teal shouldn't do what Tank is doing, in my opinion. Tank does it for a lot of reasons, in my personal opinion. Teal really thinks he's a knockout artist. Teal should put his punches together. That's why he won this fight. That's why people saying they want to see Gordo come back. That's why his father was like, my son just needs to box. He needs to be a boxer. And if you're a boxer, then you're not a one-shot puncher. You don't throw one shot at a time. In my opinion, that's his downfall. That's where Teal has his mistake, is by throwing one punch at a time. So I see what you're saying, but it's not a good thing for Teal, in my opinion. But Tank don't throw a lot of punches because she's always mostly the shoulder fighter for the most part. He has the shorter reach, and if he throws combinations, it'll leave him open for counters, which is what a lot of boxers do when they're fighting a power puncher. They don't go in that bitch and try to be aggressive. They go in there and try to counter him the whole time. So being that he's the shorter fighter with the shorter arms, if he want to sit there and throw 4 or 5 shot combos like here, Mir Khan with the fast hands, it'll leave Tank open for harder shots a lot more often versus a lot of fighters. So he fights, he does that for a lot of reasons, and that's mainly one of them. EJ, you can't catch me with no fishing pole. Right. No bullshit. EJ went from chill to turn real quick. Both press conferences. No bullshit, yo. I appreciate the energy too. I got Morrell beating everybody, yo. No bullshit. I think Morrell's super nasty. I look at him like the glass half full, not half empty. I think he'll beat. I think I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt and say he can do the things that I haven't seen him do yet in competition. He doesn't have that many fights, and he wants big competition now. I haven't seen many flaws in his game. You know what I'm saying? And just like I said, a lot of fighters do certain things that they know they can get away with it with certain competition. Nobody gets paid for overtime, so might as well get him in, get him out of there. So I really like Morrell. I don't think nobody can beat him, like I said, though. He's nasty. Yes, Tim's fight is tonight. Hold on. I was surprised to see Josh Taylor's skills. What? Generate so fast. He had no stamina. I know people think Teal got power, but he only started connecting with Josh gassed out. Yeah, it was the second half of the fight. I can see what you're saying there. It was the second half of the fight. And that is when he started connecting with a lot of shots. But Josh, I mean, Teal was, well, I can't say that. Well, he was a little patient in the beginning of the fight. Probably the first 2 rounds for sure. But Josh, it seemed like Josh got tired at the second end of the fight, like you said, and that's why he got out on him. So yeah, I can agree with that. Salute to Dre's Finest. What's good with your aunt? Right. Thought she was about to say stop the cat. Salute to you, Jason. Nah, I wasn't gonna say that shit. I wasn't gonna say that shit. Hold up. But it's a lot I can say about Teal. Y'all got me started talking about Errol Spence and Bud, which is the reason why I mostly came here today. It's so many things to talk about when it comes to Errol Spence winning the fight. People stop talking about the underlying reasons on why Bud loses. The number one underlying reason, in my opinion, it's a couple of them, but it's a number one underlying reason why he loses to Errol Spence. And people stop talking about that because there is other things to talk about on why they think Errol wins the fight. And that is, he has no inside game. Bud has no inside game. He will scrap with you from the inside, from the mid-range, and that's where he gets most of his knockouts, most of his stoppages. From the outside, he swings wide. He swings very wide from the outside. But on the inside, he has no game. He's going to be trying to step back and get some real estate, get some, I wouldn't say real estate, but he's going to try to get some space to get his punches off. I think hopefully Errol fights him on the inside. I would say starting the 5th round. I think Errol should fight one way, one style. The first 3-4 rounds he should fight on the outside and do his thing the way work behind the jab and work the jab, get him to download that data, and then the 5th round when it comes out, walk straight up to him like it did Ugas and fight him on the inside for the entire fight. Leverage, yes, he's gonna try to get some leverage. Facts. Who is going to have a better strategy? In my opinion, I don't think Bomac is half as good as coaches as Derek James. And I think in both of these press conferences, he keeps showing how much respect he has for Derek James. And I think that has a lot to do with it because he sees, I think, coaches see how good the other coaches are. You know what I mean? And I think Derek James is owed respect, and all coaches are by each other, but he is owed respect in my opinion. And he keeps saying that shit. He keeps saying how much he respects Derek James, and I think he's a lot better. He's way better coach, so he's going to have a better strategy. I do think being that Errol Spence has been in the Olympics, he had a lot of amateur fights. I've seen him have different styles in the ring as a professional. You know, I think he adjusts pretty damn well in the ring by itself. You know, in my opinion, when you fight, if you fight somebody like Showtime Sean Porter, because he had his legs when he fought Errol Spence. When you fight somebody like that his way, and you actually drop Sean, you don't really come out. You come out the fight unscathed. Sean hit, but Earl the championship rounds 11th and 12th. That's why his face was a little bruised right here, but nothing from a punch. He came out that fight looking good. You know what I'm saying? Like, who fought Sean Porter like that? Let me know who fought Sean Porter his fight. Who did that? It doesn't matter if they won or lost. Who fought Sean Porter the way Errol Spence fought Sean Porter with no fear? If you ask Sean Porter, they never sparred each other, remember? Sean said, I ain't never sparred Errol. And then, matter of fact, no, he did. He said he only sparred him for 2-3 rounds or something stupid, something real short. And I remember when they asked who he gave the power to, the edge to in power, he said Keith Thurman went right after he fought Keith, and he gave it to one time and all this bullshit. Like, I'm just saying, who have we seen fight Sean Porter the way Earl fought Sean? The way Sean Porter fights. That's the way Sean Porter fights. People don't fight him like that. He was fighting off the back foot happily, comfortably for 12 rounds. When Sean Porter needed a breather for 5 seconds, he stood still and he got dropped late in the fight. For 5 seconds, the man stood still and he got dropped. When it comes to Bud, when you look at the way he fought Sean Porter, he backed up all right. He fought on the back foot until he got to the ropes and he just stayed on the ropes. It's just not the same. A lot of people talk about how good Bud footwork is. It's good, but how is it better than Earl's footwork? How? How is it better than Earl's footwork? Hold up. Sutu R. West, what's good with you, King? Appreciate you for stopping by. But inside game, not good. He even said, if you get a good shot on me, I want to trade with you. Yeah. And why would Earl let you trade? If anything, Earl should get on this bike, use some angles, and jab your ass to death, because he know you trying to look for a hard shot. He know you looking for a hard shot. And what another thing Bud do is he try to throw on the way out. If he can't time you on the way in, he's gonna try. He's gonna try to take your shot and throw his hardest looping shot he can. That's what he was doing to Mean Machine, and Mean Machine was quick enough to get in and out of in between there. That's why he was looking so bad with Mean Machine. He just couldn't time Mean Machine well enough in the beginning of the rounds. That's why it looked like that. Like, if Earl makes sure he keep his hands up, he already know, man, hands down, man down. He keep his hands up and work behind the jab like he always do the first few rounds. He gonna get dotted up. He gonna time how to get into Earl, and in the 5th round, he gonna come out and do something totally different and fight on the inside. Earl got a great inside game. He showed that many fights, but he showed it recently again versus Ugas. Where's the inside game fight that Bud has? Even when Sean got on the inside, Bud was like this. You didn't see him throw many punches. When Sean got tired and tried to lunge from the outside, that's when Bud took a step back and threw an uppercut. It was no inside fighting. There was none of that going on. And I hope the ref is good. I hope you got the ref that, bruh, if y'all, who watched the Mangia versus Devchenko fight? I want that ref for Bud versus Errol. He was letting them get it in. God dang, he was letting them get it in. There was fighting. That's the ref I need. Him or Wells. Give me Steve Wells in this joint for that fight, y'all. For real, that shit was good. And they're gonna need to allow that inside fight. And I'm not trying to hear that BS either. No bullshit. That sounds like an excellent game plan. Right, yo. It's going I don't see why not. I just don't see why not. Just cooling out. I don't see why not. Look at that side there, Ash. You won't expect that mix up. He won't. And all he do, man, when it comes to the switching, yo, matter of fact, y'all need to help me out. Tell me why Bud switches. I know why. I know that he usually switch to southpaw to get his right hand off. But why would he switch during the fight with Errol Spence? Is it for the same reason or another reason? Yo, they got a pretty good prelim fight on the zone right now. Damn. Let me pull it up. I'm going to pull it up. Nobody fought Sean like right ever. Earl Master. Right. And then, yo, Sean's such a hater. Sean sat there on the show and was like, yo, he said it was a bad idea for him to do that, and it's better for you not to. Like, he said on his show and act like it's not harder to beat him at his own game. Like, it's easier to fight. Right. It's harder to beat you at your own game, Sean. You just jealous that he did that shit. You just mad. When EJ did the first interview and he didn't care that his hair wasn't combed right. I knew he was seriously gonna be Bud's ass. Yeah, the first joint. Yeah, his hair didn't look didn't like his was combed on the ESPN joint. EJ beat Ugas, Garcia, Porter all differently. Yeah, he got a lot of styles, and people keep saying that he's one-dimensional. Are you serious? Are you serious right now? Porter was lackluster versus Bud, but Porter was fighting for dear life versus Spence. It looked like he was. I was real surprised at Sean Porter fight. At which one? At Bud versus Sean Porter? Wookie Whoop. That was low key a classic, to tell you the truth. Yeah, it was. It was classic. And Bud don't throw punches in the clinch. He want to wrestle Errol, right? Rolling his ass. So the thing is, Jay Cooley. I don't even When have y'all really seen Errol accept the clinch? When have y'all really seen him cool with just holding another motherfucker? I haven't seen that shit. I don't know what he's gonna do about all of that. But I don't know what we're gonna do about it. Porter missed a lot of punches with Spence. He had flurries with Spence. Defense was on point. It definitely was. People don't give Earl enough credit for how he fought and defeated Sean Porter. But legs, footwork, like Ali, is a big part of his defense, and Bud's offense is his defense. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's what I'm saying. He'll allow himself to get hit and throw a hard looping punch with coming out, like you gathering your punch back and shit, coming out of the shit. Bud deflect and catch a few shots coming in, but that's about it. Fact. Bud tried to fight David. I've been sneezing. Bud Anonymous last year. David Anonymous last year, and David Dude was actually clipping Bud. Yo, I seen when I was looking for pictures to make the thumbnail, I seen some pictures of him getting hit by that dude. Yo, no bullshit. I agree. The ref is highly important. It is. Yes. Bud can try that holding, spinning BS, and EJ gonna body his ass. Salute to Ancestral Rage. What it do? He does what works, basically. Yeah, Bud does whatever. Bud walks he stands and try to box with you. When it don't work and he can't get what he want off, he turns to southpaw to get his strong hand off. If he can't do that and he keeps getting tagged, that's when he get wild, he go for broke, and he try to knock you out. It's been working with the competition that he's been having. That's what happens. Bud switches when he gets clipped. Yep, when he gets punched on. Tio put a muzzle on niggas. I reported the fight, and I told you who was winning. Put a muzzle on him? Did he? Man, shit, I've been talking about his little faggot ass this whole time. This joint. For real, bro. No bull, yo. That dude like talking about his stuff in another man's lips. That shit is zesty as shit. I've been talking about his zesty. That's all I can think about is the zesty, how he been acting and the stuff he been saying. He overshadowed his own win because he won't shut the hell up. For real. He switched because he be getting... But right, and orthodox, right, he be getting with the flu flop. Porter jealous and EJ, and it shows, right, he is jealous of EJ. Let him keep thinking that we rolling his ass up. Right. He can keep thinking. I've never seen it. One dimensional beat up on Mikey Garcia. Mike Garcia, 4-weight division champion. He talked about, I don't think you ever fought a two division. He probably haven't, but he fought a 4 division. I know you haven't fought a 4 division weight champion though, but that's a fact. So to you, B&B boxing was good with you. Bug gonna switch on Errol because he ain't gonna know how to figure him out. Yeah, and I think Derek knows that. If not, I'm more than sure Errol shared it with Derek that he's right-handed. The man admitted that he's right-handed, so it's not like that, and the man don't fight in southpaw. He just goes in southpaw to do something real quick, and then he goes to he switches back. You know what I'm saying? Like, bruh, when he switched to southpaw, just know that his jab hand is the strong hand. He'll be all right. It is what it is. And you heard how Derek James was talking about it. He was like, man, nobody care about that. Nobody cared how he switched. He was acting nonchalant as hell about it. If Bud is able to clinch EJ, then he's strong for real. Right. And EJ loud, I don't see him allowing no clinches. Right. Bud will KO Spence in the second round. Because Khan will be taking over for Bomac in the quarter. Facts. Yo. Bomac, smash the like button. Salute to you. Bomac, the double-edged spoon, boy. EJ don't let guys clinch him. It's facts. Yo, even wild-ass John Molina was clubbing. But, right, all around the ring. Facts. That's a fact. That is an absolute fact. Wow, Bandu Jack just revealed Canelo tried to make him fight at 180 for his title. Man. Fuck out of here. The fuck out of here, yo. That's what we're doing. Yo, Badu Jack. I knew he was trying to fight Badu Jack, but at 180 for his titles at 180. You fucking out of here. You're out of here. You're out of your mind. You're out of your mind. You always, he's out of his motherfucking mind. And he always been. Badu Jack can whip Canelo ass. Canelo ain't used to that kind of weight. Badu Jack don't fight though. He don't let his hands go worse than AB when AB was fighting. He don't let his hands go worse than AB. That motherfucker sit like this. The whole damn fight. Bro, throw your goddamn hands. I can't stand watching Badu Jack fight. Even in his last fight when he got, bro, and I'm mad that he a title holder. Oh my God. Like, no disrespect. I mean, Badu Jack is cool, but he's a born ass fighter. Man, don't let his hands go to save his motherfucking life. All he do is stand there in a damn high guard the whole fucking fight. Like, bro, yo, it's tiring. I get so mad looking at the dude. Like, bro, what? Throw your hands, bro. You just gonna sit there and just take all them punches and to the body, to the forearm, shoulder, and glove, bro, all night. You ain't gonna throw shit. Barely throw punches, face ass. I can't stand that he don't throw no damn punches. I don't know if it was the Marcus Brown headbutt or if it happened before that. I have no idea, but I think he's boring as shit, yeah. No bullshit. 40 years old and getting drained to 180. Yo, is Badu Jack 40? Yo. EJ never fought a fighter like Bud and vice versa. So all you Spence nut huggers need to calm down. Man, listen. Does the motherfucker even have a style? When people talk about Bud, they say that he has some type of hybrid style. I don't even know what word they use, but they don't even know what style he is. What style that motherfucker have. He don't got no style. I can tell by he dressed, he definitely don't got no style. That motherfucker was dressed like he was a sophomore in college. This motherfucker with the damn. How you gonna have the tips on his polo collar of his Gucci shirt look like it was a hand-me-down? It looked like you had that shirt for 7 years, and you know you haven't wore it on camera yet, so you wore it to the press conference. Bro, on both of them shirts. How you have two polo style Gucci shirts? Like, bro, you could do better than the Gucci shirt. I know you can do better than Gucci. And then matched it with two Gucci shoes. Two different Gucci shoes. And the bad thing about it is the pair he wore on the first one, I've seen like 5 women wear. All of them's been women. Maybe it's a man's shoe too. I don't know, but I've seen 5 women wear it. For real. Canelo wanted to weight drain, but yeah, he definitely did. Y'all saw that fluke FaceTime talk with Jarrell Charlie. Yeah, I seen it. So much cap. I want to see him fight. Like, fuck all that talk. Y'all better fight. I used to like Bandu. I used to like him too, but he don't fight. He don't throw no punches, man. Sutu Dante Hall boxing talk. What's good with you? When they said 2 division thing, I was thinking Danny Garcia was a 2 division unit. Yo, Danny Garcia was 2 division champ. He wasn't a unified 2 division champ. He didn't unify at 147, but he is a 2 division champ. Mikey Garcia unified 2 divisions, I believe. I think so. Salute to you, Jay Cooley. Again, please don't block him. He's 40 in October. Damn, I didn't know he was that old, yo. No bullshit. And his rehydration cap on top of that. Right. He looked like Norbit. He looked educated. He did look educated. Bud is the best dresser in boxing behind Miller Carfax. Yo. Okay. Like, all right. That's what you want. That's how you want to look at it. Okay. You know what I'm saying? The first press conference, though, I think Bud's voice was a little shaky. Maybe it was the lights, or maybe he needed to use the bathroom. I don't know what it was, but his voice was shaky when he first started talking the first press conference. Bomax talking looked nervous as a motherfucker too the first press conference. And it really much didn't happen. They tried to take a couple shots at first press conference. It really didn't get nowhere. The second press conference, though, with Errol versus Bud, man, was good. That was some good shit. Bomac, man. when he said what's better than being ready, and he said staying ready, bro, that's bullshit. And he just allowed him to say, yo, the definition of staying ready is being ready. It's the same shit. Said maybe he needed to use the restroom. He needed to. His voice was a little shaky. I don't know why, but it was shaky. Yo, EJ bodied Bud the second fucking press conference though. No bullshit. I think Bud had to talk to Earl Spence for a couple of weeks, for a month or so on the phone, so he can feel comfortable to talk shit. Something's telling me that he had to feel comfortable to go in this fight, and that's why he talked to him. In my opinion, like, y'all shouldn't have to keep talking on the phone to make a fight. I think that was all Bud's decision, and Earl was the one on pins and needles on, trying to get the fight to happen, and he was at Bud's mercy, in my opinion. And he made that motherfucker talk to him on the phone for a bunch of times just for him to feel comfortable to talk shit during this fucking press conference. It seems like it's some bullshit, man, for real. It just seemed weak. But he was losing the war of words, so called. Bud was losing the war of words in that fight, and brung up his father. You know what I'm saying? He brung up his father, asking his father if he liked fish. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even know his father said that shit. I thought it was all Earl, but his father said, no, I don't like fish. I'm from Jamaica and I smoke bud. That's what he said, yo. And Earl just repeated what his father said. So it went real bad for him. And then he thought he came back by saying, this not no regular weed. This type you hit, you go out of your mind, or eyes rolls in the back of your head, or something like that, he said. And then Earl killed him with that's some whack bud or some shit, like we don't do that, or some shit like that. Man, it was a nice ass press conference, I have to say. I think Earl got under Bud's skin when he started talking about how basically he didn't fight nobody, and he didn't, like, Ndongo wasn't nobody. And it's a fact, like, Ndongo ain't shit. Like, I understand he got them 2 titles, but y'all see how people get titles now, right? Rolly just lost, moved up, and didn't even fight the champion. He fought some 40-year-old dude and didn't win, but he won. So regardless, let's just look at the people in Dungo. We've seen them get stopped in 2 or 3 rounds by a body shot very easily by Terence Crawford. And we've seen similar again after that versus Regis Prograis, what, in 2 rounds by a body shot. Dropped him, I think, 4 times. And the fight was stopped in the second round. Since then, you haven't seen Julius Ndongo. So that's proof that he wasn't all of that. So we already know what it is. You know what I'm saying? We know we got fighters that's great that don't get title shots. And then we got fighters like Rolly and Dongo. You know, we got those. You know what I'm saying? But we got Boots, hasn't got a title shot yet. You know what I'm saying? There's fighters out here with good talent that just hasn't got their shot yet, and it's for politic reasons. So fuck that. We all know Julius Ndongo wasn't nothing, and it is what it is. He wasn't nothing serious. Sutu R. West Ash said maybe that motherfucker needed to use the restroom. No bullshit. Jamel Charlo's going to get the Canelo fight, mark my words. It's the perfect time for Canelo. Right, to do what he do. That's facts, but Canelo got Belongo to fight. Badu. Well, I don't think if that's the case, Badu's not going to fight him. Hopefully he don't go down to no damn 180 for the paycheck. Did you see how small the WBO looked on Big Mac? Yo. That fucking Gucci, it was a Bud Gucci belt on his shoulder is what that shit looked like. I'm hoping the weigh-in gets spicy. I am too. I just don't want them to touch each other. Them boys gonna be ready to go then. Bomac was out of breath, only walking to the podium. Yo, it looked like it. That's why he wasn't talking a lot, because he was saving his. He had to catch his breath. That's crazy. Bud need that payday to retire. I think Bud is straight, yo. I think he got money. These fighters got bread, but I think they need more. And I said that for a lot of people that's probably like, yo, these people broke and acting like these fighters don't. We know they got money. But this is a career. People go work 5 days a week. Some people go to work 5 days a week. I'm one of them people. These fighters work 3 times a year. They practice year round, practice a lot of things, but they actually go to work 2 or 3 times a year. If you can go and get retirement money, fucking generational wealth money, you're going to do that. Just is what it is. So yes, definitely agree. Shaking because Bud knows shit about to get real. Right. This how I know EJ got them shook because Bud was on joke time. Right. Not his normal. And Bomac, right, had a side interview whispering. Right. Bomac is doing that's another thing, yo. Bomac and Bud did the most talking for the last 3-4 years leading up to this shit. They did, both of them has done the most talking. Bomac Double Air Spoon started talking about Errol Spence living paycheck to paycheck. He said a lot of things. He called Errol outside his name. Hell, they made fun of it. Some of them or Bernie made fun of it when he got in a car accident. They've been doing the most talking, but Cat got your tongue the first interview. When it come to Bomac, Cat got his tongue the second interview. All you doing is praising Derrick James. And I didn't know Errol was a good fighter. Y'all never said that shit until now. Since when has Errol been a good fighter? Y'all never said that. I didn't even know he was good. Both of y'all think he a good fighter? Shit, since when? Since when? Both of y'all are speaking highly like shit. I always said when Bud was saying, I don't need Errol, I'm going to the Hall of Fame without him, and he kept talking trash, and Errol just kept saying, I wanted to fight him, but then he'll be quiet because he over here trying to make a real fight instead of dealing with Terence Crawford and his Twitter fingers and Bomac and Bernie. 3 Bs. Like, seriously. He's been the one that was talking. I always said, if that's the case and he don't need him, why is he so concerned with everything Errol do and say? Why are you so damn concerned? And it's like, how y'all gonna say y'all was ready for Errol 10 fights ago? So, okay, so why did y'all allow him to do all the heavy lifting, but then tell everybody that he's ducking? Tell everybody that he's taking the easy route, but then sit there right there in the press conference and say, oh, well, yeah, we was waiting for him to get these titles. Bro, whatever. Bud was begging Spence not to pull his card on the holdup. Right. And Bud keeps saying, oh, it don't matter what the holdup was. Bro, that's what everybody's asking. Evidently it matters. That's another thing, Bud. I keep saying, yo, what you think don't matter is what the truth is, bro. And I always said he got his own definition of shit. Go get a dictionary and look it up. That's the definition, not what the fuck you say. Okay? Just like what fighters say, bro, what you say ain't shit compared to what old media say. Old media is who controls the cool around here, not Terence Crawford. Just because you think David Avenesian and Mean Machine and Ray Beltran and Gamboa was the shit does not mean everybody else and old media do. And if old media don't, then you ain't right. All right? It's just you and your team. I'm enjoying the build up. They both know what it is. Yep, they is, and I'm enjoying it too. I was surprised they had a back-to-back press conference though. Talking to his dad was risky, right? EJ going to beat his ass. It was risky, and it blew up in his face. Sutu Kamara, the step and raise. It was good with you. Definitely appreciate you, man. Appreciate you for coming through. Appreciate you in the super chat. Salute to you, God. A salute to you. Salute to you, kind of local sports. What's good with you? Huh? I thought the press conference was very tame, but has no charisma, and Spence looked like he wanted to go take a nap. No bullshit. He don't have no charisma, and Spence did look a little. He always look a little tired though. That's just like his natural eye look. I want to see them get heated at the weigh-in. Forget all this Mr. Nice Guy crap. Nah, it's gonna have to be. The next day is fight day. It's gonna be heated, and Bug gonna have his natural. That's how he gonna be looking at Errol. And Errol probably gonna have his Errol face, his Air Force energy, and they're gonna get it. Jack said he ain't doing it. Oh no, I wouldn't do it either. Salute to TNH Sports Network T. I wouldn't. Ain't nobody for Canelo, bruh. Come on, man. Canelo, you got options though. Why you messing with that man for trying to get a easy ass another weight class, bruh? That shit is not respected. This type of energy is what got Tio running around thinking he can do all of this BS. Badu said on Twitter he's not fighting Canelo. Right. Oh, bull. I'm glad. Them hospital bills going to add up, Ash. When your eyesight could get punished. Yeah, it is. They're not keeping the same energy. Spence better not show bad reactions when they touch his body. Poker face or he gone. That's facts. And that's the same thing. And I'm glad you said that, Yafa. Salute to you. That's the same thing. Salute to you, Gabriel. What's good with you? That's the same thing goes for Bud. It goes for both of them. Gotta have a good poker face, and that's another thing. Y'all remember the last fight that just happened, McGee versus Derevchenko. Both of them had some good poker faces. They was taking some nice ass shots. It was great until it ended. Non-stop fire, non-stop action. Great fight was beautiful. I think it goes for both of them, y'all. No bullshit. I think it goes for both of them. But another thing, man, like Bud is known for having high ass trunks. I know y'all seen that shit, right? Y'all seen Bud with the high ass trunks? Y'all seen this? Huh? This the beginning of the fight. He always got like a 4-pack abs, maybe. Maybe it's a 4-pack. Maybe. Look, even at 140. Look at them high ass trunks. It's always like that, y'all. Wait, I'm gonna pick another fight. Let me pick another fight. This man don't like body shots. Like nobody like shots. You already know, but Crawford, man, he's known for having he get the high, thick ass Crawford name trunk award. Look, his trunks ain't never that low. You see how low them trunks is? During a fight, them shits ain't never that low. He is not giving you that, boy. What? He is not giving you that. You ain't getting it. You're not getting it. No. And yet, you want me to show other fighters, I will. And I'm telling you, it's not half as bad as that. Not half as bad. Shit, I'll show you. Gary Russell don't even wear that shit under his trunks. He look like he wear regular fucking trunks, regular shorts. Shit's be low as hell. Low as hell. No bullshit. All day, baby. That's the lowest I've ever seen his trunks. And that was against Eva's This was against Ndongo. Look how long that fight. And Ndongo was trash. Knockout rating was low as a bit. I don't even know who this guy is. Bruh. Oh man, I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying, man. Yo, his trunks be pulled up to the titty. Y'all act like I don't, bruh. I said this a bunch of times. I said it a bunch of times. When he fights competition that's good or got some punching power, watch how high his trunks be. Watch. And because Errol throw body punches like that, Sean Porter ain't never had high trunks. Look how high Sean Porter trunks is. Matter of fact, I'll show you. I'll show you how high Sean Porter trunks was. Oh, bullshit. Look. Sean Porter trunks don't be that high. They don't be that high. Like, he's stretching it, but look. Look how thick that say Porter on. His trunks don't be like that when he fight other people. Wait, I'm gonna show you some shit. Them trunks as high as a bit. Hold on. Hold up. Oh, if y'all wanted to look at Earl's trunks, look. That's where his chest stop up here. Look how low his trunks is. Hold on, wait. Wait. 2, 4, 6 pack shown, even though he's crunched down. Let me get a better picture. This how Earl wears trunks though. That's how he wear them. You see how much separation there is? See how much separation there is in between hold on. Won't let me get bigger. Won't let it get bigger than that. But even these, bro, look how low his trunks is. Hey, a warrior. It's a warrior. Let me stop playing around. I always notice them trunks. Yeah, his trunks be high as a bitch. Yep, Bud trunks on the same Steve Urkel shit. Steve Urkel shit. No bull, yo. Salute to you, Terry Smoot Jr. What's good with you? There's a future Hall of Fame. Bruh. Told you that's what I said, yo. What's better? Being a Hall of Famer or being somebody who broke a record? Bruh. It takes skill to break a record, regardless of politics, race, racism, or any damn hatred. If you break a record, if you broke it, you broke it. Period. When it comes to Hall of Fame and stuff, man, you can have politics that stop you from being the best you can be. You got people being put in front of you. You can be cheated and all that shit, man. Throughout all of that shit, if you still break a record, bro, they can't say nothing, and that shit gonna be there until somebody break it. For a very long time. Somebody could have never did what you did, and then even when somebody break it, your name's still gonna be there in the record books. But when it comes to Hall of Fame, everybody in that bitch did the same shit you did. Damn. It just is what it is. Goddamn, them chucks are up to his chest, bruh. Man, the bitches is high. Salute to you, D-Ray Promotions. What's good with you? Spence just boxes the right way, 50-50 to his body and head. No bullshit. Bud mostly head hunts. He does. For the most part, that's what he into. I still don't got a dog in the race though. It's 50-50. Yeah, it's a 50-50 fight, yo. For real. You be honest with the whole situation, man. It's not no easy fight. for either one of them, man. I don't see it like that. That's why I said this. I think it's a 12-round fight, and if the fight stops early, it's because the doctor stopped it. That's what I think. I think it's a 12-round fight. If the fight gets stopped, it's because the doctor stopped it because Bud face is messed up or something. That's what I think. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Before the accident, before everything, I was like 7, 8 rounds. That's what I was thinking before the accident. Now after it, and I see that he don't take no tune-ups, which you don't seem like he necessarily needs it. But he's fighting these names, and he's going 12 with Sean. He's going 12 with Danny. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would I put Bud under them? Why would I say that he stops Bud? You know, and Bud, as far as his record at 147, he got more stoppages. As far as, you know, everybody he fought, he stopped at 147. Like, why would I sit and say that he stops him in 6 or 7 rounds? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's somebody else's opinion. That's 100% fine. But my opinion is that it's a 50-50 fight for real until we really see how this fight is going to look. I have to give Bud more credit than a lot of other fans want to. You know, Errol is my favorite fighter, but this is his 50-50 fight. In my opinion, when he fought everybody else, I gave him a little more credit than 50-50, than 50%. You know what I'm saying? But, like, he's already been in tough fights, in my opinion. Like, Errol done show who he is. He done showed his grit. He done fought good names. He done put on a show for the crowds. You know, like, he did his bit. He did his time. You know what I'm saying? Like, he deserves his fight. He deserves his undisputed chance. You know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely glad that he's getting it. You know what I mean? I'm glad Bud finally signed the title. I know it took a lot of shit that Errol didn't want to do to sign it, and I commend him for it. You know, this is a very hard fought, undisputed title fight to get here, you know. And I heard how Bomac was talking about how they had to go through this, that, and the third at 140 to get undisputed. It's all hogwash. He was speaking complete waffle. Okay, like Josh Taylor say, it's complete waffle. Okay, like, you didn't have to go through much at 140 to get the title. You fought 2 people for real. Like, maybe fought 3. No, he had 2 titles. You know, Julius had the other 2 in the Ring magazine or Lineal or whatever. So, like, don't talk. And then he talked about how he was just waiting for Errol to get the 3 titles at 147, bruh. And then, but you talk shit the entire time. You did all of this shit. He was acting like they were trying to make the fight in the press conference. In the press conference, it sounded like they were talking like they've been trying to make this fight for the last year. Newsflash: Errol been trying to make this fight since 2018, 2017. He's been trying to make this damn fight. Like, why y'all acting like y'all just tried to start pursuing Errol Spence 12 months ago? Like, why y'all talking like that? Like, I didn't like the way the way Bud or Bomac was talking during the second press conference. Like, I don't know what the hell that was. The shit was stupid, though. Salute to Albumet LDTV. What's good with you? Salute to Almighty Law. What's popping? I don't have a dog in the race. I have a big fish in the race. Right, no bullshit. I love Errol Spence been my favorite fighter. T said he don't got a dog in the race. Errol Spence been my favorite fighter. That's who I got in the race. I think Errol Spence is gonna win this fight. I've been thought Errol Spence was gonna win this fight. I'm gonna ride with him regardless. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just is what it is. At this weight class at 147, I think that he can't be messed with. You know what I'm saying? I think he's the king of this weight class, and I'm standing on it. You know what I mean? I don't think anybody can beat him, including Bud. I was watching Spence versus Van Herten earlier today. That was a good fight. Yes, it was. I remember that fight. Van Herten kept doing some clown-ish even though Spence was big. Right, he kept shaking and shit like that. Shout out to Van Herten, though. I heard Chris Van Herten had Freddie Roach was his trainer, but he didn't show up, so he didn't have nobody in his corner. I need to go back and see exactly who worked his corner, or if he had anybody in his corner for real. As far as training him, I know he had somebody like probably for cuts and stuff, but I don't think he had anybody like really training, talking to him as far as a coach during that fight. He was just a punching bag during that fight. Bud needs to throw more versus Spence and stop analyzing just to keep up with them punch stats to make the judges think it's a close fight. Man, the problem is the more you throw, the more possibility to get countered, to get hit. Errol Spence throws too many punches. Bud's best bet is to sit in the pocket, trying to be defensively aware, and time Errol with something nasty. That's his best bet. And I know Derek James knows that shit. If just think about it. If Errol closed the gap, if Errol fight from the outside the first 3 rounds, maybe just 3 rounds or 4 rounds, maybe just 3 rounds, 3 rounds in the first, and 1 minute during the first 4th round. The first 3 rounds in the first minute during the 4th. If he switch up and close the gap, what exactly is Bud going to do? Besides being the high guard. I could see him trying to throw an uppercut when Spence goes to the body, but Spence been doing this enough. Like, Ugas was trying to go to the body. Other fighters try to go to the body alone. I mean, usually when fighters get hit to the body, they try to get some of their body work in too, because they felt that. Like, he been doing this, and I think Bud should have put his foot in his mouth when he met Errol. When he met Errol Spence, and Errol Spence said that he was going to beat his ass, Bud was in the middle of saying that Errol don't try to go to the body, but he didn't get to say it. He didn't get to say it because the guy that he was with started cross talking and saying to Errol that he won't do that and he won't do this. So Errol's focus and attention wasn't on him no more, and he was talking to the dude that was cross talking. And because of that, he couldn't say what he wanted to say to Errol. He just kept starting over and kept starting over. Then he was like, man, don't talk to him, talk to me. And then when he finally realized Errol had his attention, he had Errol's attention, he was like, and don't go to the bike. Like, bro, you tried to say that 5 times. You got it out the 5th time. He didn't let it go. He wanted to say that shit. Like, bro, you go to the body. Bruh, you don't like it to the body, but it looked like you got hit to the body and it wasn't clean enough for them to call it a knockdown, but you fell or you slipped or whatever you want to call it from a body shot. Every time you fight somebody of any substance, of a name, you pull your trunks up to the titty. Like, bruh, I don't think you like body shots. I don't know. Maybe I should be proved wrong, but I don't think you like body shots. And for what's being seen, shit, Bud just stopped riding with a body shot. Devin Haney went to the body numerous times on Lomachenko, which helped him win the fight. Devinchenko just lost to Manguia, a fight that he was winning until he got tired in the championship rounds and got hit by a body shot. Body shots is in this season. Body shots are in this strap season. They're in 2023. They're in style. And Errol throws a lot of them. Salute to you, William. Old school. What is good with you? What's popping? I'm man down regardless. July 29th strap season continues undisputed. Shout out to Bud. 39-1. Still good. Right. Still sound good. Still good. But wait too long to do stuff. That's the issue with him. I think he nervous. Like he don't, man. Some people, a lot of people start slow, but it all depends on how you start slow. Okay, you see how Bud starts slow. Now, and you see how Tank starts slow. You see how do you see the difference? Both of them start slow. Both of them admitted to start. Well, Errol admitted to starting slow. Bud got snitched on by Bo-Mac about starting slow, and he just had to agree with it. And we all see that it's true. And a lot of people just talk about how he downloads the data. Tank do the same shit. You see the difference though, right? Bud gonna do that step back uppercut, then he gonna throw that long hook, check hook off the back foot. I can see it now. Yeah, that's what he's gonna do. That's what he's gonna do. Yep. Spence gonna take Bud's best shot. Smiled and right. Commenced to breaking Bud down with slugs to the ribs and hips. Today sucks. I was supposed to be at the Regis fight, and instead I ended up having to work. Gosh darn. Gosh darn. What was I just saying? Damn it. Oh yeah, downloading the data. Okay, listen. Bud downloads the data right in front of you. He don't really move his feet. He don't really be defensively that aware. That's the big difference. In the first round of every Tank fight, he's really not doing shit unless she's fighting somebody like a Leo Santa Cruz that's throwing 1,000 punches in that round. But for real, he don't really throw those punches the first round. The second round, not that many. He's downloading data. But the difference is he's moving around the ring. He's looking at everything he's doing. He's feinting. He's pawing. He's not throwing a jab. He's pawing. He's going like this, like he's about to throw some shit. He's not just trying to see what the hell that's how he download data. But he's being defensively aware, moving around the ring. Bud ain't doing that. Bud standing there right in front of you and get hit and shit. Oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? And he switch and go for broke out this bitch. That's what he do. Download the data. What Bud gonna do when EJ breaks Bud's computer? Right. No bullshit. The Wi-Fi is down in the building. Then what? They should make a shirt that say loading and Bud getting hit in the face. Loading. They should have that shit like a whole bar and it'll be like this much. And you got like this much left to load it. I like both fighters, but Bud fans are getting annoying. Yeah, a little bit, getting a little bit annoying. Yeah, he does, right. Wi-Fi down like a motherfucker. Yo, we're gonna get on up out of here, man. I appreciate everybody that came through. We done rock through the 2-hour mark. We don't need 3.5, 4 hours today. Damn it. I'm a little tired and I need to eat something. And I still want to see these fights. I know the zone card is on that I didn't even turn on yet. I appreciate y'all for rocking with the chick. Salute to the LDBC. I am the first lady. Salute to everybody that came through here. Salute to everybody that gave a super chat. Everybody, please hit the like button before you get on up out of here. I'm here every Saturday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Salute to you. You can check my IG. My handle is in the description below, as well as my Twitter page is also there. Check me out. I appreciate y'all. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you for becoming a member today. Underground Asylum. Thank you. I appreciate you. 704 Joe GD. See you later. Johnny Q.